Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Microphone check. Lights, cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Music from Slim Kid and O Kenneth, and titled Yanko, released in 2023. And earlier on you saw that classic video as well. Big tune for the man Hughton. It's having a very great start to a good year, of course, 2024, with that Monica Jam, where the Uber bit has now become the big one, and a lot of people are buying drivers out of their rides, if you ask me. Great to see the man Hughton. But anyways, welcome back to the show. Still Afcon season, but unfortunately we are not in that place to continue the games, so we'll just have to give shouts to the teams that are also making it in there. Guys, which team would you want to serial as JSI? It's all good though. See, yeah, see,
you know they do anything.
But after the Afcon and food inside, the way the games they use the J, then you close.
Cameroon, Ivory Coast.
For the sake of Roger Miller.
Yo, I heard
they're still in.
I heard they wanted to loan the services of Herr Bernard.
Yeah.
The federation blocked it.
Yeah. They were trying to borrow a coach. Can you imagine?
At this point,
Afcon.
Wait, during the Afcon.
During the Afcon, like they reach a stage where they see that the driver cannot drive her again. So Charlie can borrow
they
yours.
already have a coach, don't
The
they?
coach resigned. The coach resigned just before they qualified to the round of 16.
I'm sure the coach didn't think they would qualify.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he was getting
he's
hit.
been shambolic. He's been
It wasn't going well, and the heat was too much, so he decided to get up off the chair. Now they've qualified, and they are either going to play.
They are coachless.
And they are looking for somebody who's falling out.
Host nation.
You know they use your coach.
Cameroon.
If you borrow,
Oh, Cote d'Ivoire.
Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
If you borrow your guy fast, just yeah, cut down her
Africa, bro. Africa is a whole movie. It's a whole Netflix production.
I
Bro,
can't believe somebody wrote a letter with that silly.
Charlie, they want to loan the coach.
You know what's that? It's like saying that it's like somebody writing to BlackStars that Kudus, since you guys come out,
Make you borrow.
Yes.
2 matches just for the front there, 180 minutes total.
I want peace.
Go peace. Africa,
Bro,
they for
Africa, bro.
They for put the whole Africa in rice.
Which coach?
Every now
The guy who won, he won Afcon with Zambia, and then he won Afcon with Ivory Coast.
Didn't we reject him, or we had something?
No, he was.
Wait, is that that white guy?
Yes,
Same guy.
he was
So
formerly.
always wear white shirt, no like singlet.
Yeah, he was actually part of.
So how some guy be like that?
Yeah, that's
Some Calvin Klein model looking guy.
Tom Cruise, out Tom Cruise.
What's our story with him?
So he was part of the technical team under Claude Leroy, and then he left. Okay, and then there was an opportunity to
head
the BlackStars. We didn't give him a chance.
And then he went to
Zambia,
won with them.
He won with Zambia, and then he went to Ivory Coast, won with them, and then he went to Saudi Arabia, made some good money, and now he's coaching the French women's national team.
So we want him.
No, so
Cote d'Ivoire
Coach was like, oh, you and I,
Laboro.
Sankofa.
What's up?
So what's up?
The stone that BlackStars rejected went ahead to win tournaments. Because we know that everybody.
Listen, but
we know more than everybody. So the coach that could have actually saved us,
yeah.
We say, forget that.
Interestingly, there were conversations around the fact that he's too expensive to book and hire.
Yeah.
But some of the sports journalists did their research and they noticed that he's not actually that expensive to book. If you calculate his annual earnings and whatnot, that is what we are paying some of the coaches who have led the BlackStars and even more. You get it? So it's within.
Right now, his system will go up.
Yeah. But the first,
after winning 2 tournaments with 2 national teams consecutively, he finished with Zambia, went ahead with Cote d'Ivoire, won with them, and then went outside of Africa. Now he's an international success.
He has come to understand the African football.
Yeah. No, he's I think.
While the Africans are failing.
Has the loan gone through?
No.
The Federation of France Football.
What kind of nonsense?
They blocked it. What kind of nonsense is that?
What kind of nonsense is that?
Somebody who is supposed to be coaching the national women's team, you want to come and take him forward.
So I beg, if we can just let you say we're like
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
2 matches.
5 minutes.
How many minutes you will give me?
No, don't be so sad like maybe Ronaldo, then he right?
So now calls have been sent to Sergio Reyes to standing to be a player coach. You know,
but can't they pick somebody from the technical team to lead the team?
Well, there's
that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yes, you can
because
you
are
can
supposed to look within the
coach.
team that you presented.
But you see, it's Afcon.
We need to reset Ghana.
No, wait.
It's
You are supposed to look within the team you presented if you have any subs to make.
No, so it's two things. So, for example, in BlackStars' case, the coach has been sacked. The technical team, all of them have been dissolved.
Has been dissolved.
No, I'm saying during the game when there's something and then maybe your coach.
Yes, your assistant coach.
So why didn't they look at their assistant?
Case, when you sack the coach, it's two things. I don't know in Cote d'Ivoire's case, the coach resigned. It's two things. Either he resigned with his team or he resigned alone. Okay, but if conversations surrounding surrounding him in terms of getting, that means the coach went with his assistant coach.
So there's nobody. Then they have to look within.
So
the
they
team.
need to find a caretaker. Such things, you need to find a caretaker manager to take care of the team to a particular point, and then you find your even with our own BlackStars. Yesterday, I noticed that I read that a committee has been set up.
Charlie.
You know, to find a coach in 3 weeks, and it would interest you to know that the head or the chairman of the committee was the same chairman
who made us
that brought us, you know, what do you call it?
Chris Hughton?
No, this Serbian guy. What was his name? Oh, Milo. Milo, right? They brought Milovan back, and then Milovan also took us to the trenches even deeper. You know.
Wow.
So I mean, it's still ongoing. Conversations are up. You know, people are calling for the president.
But
to step in.
But now if we find new coach, the players are all gone back. So this new coach is supposed to come in.
Well, we have a friendly in March.
No, we have a loss.
An upcoming
loss in March.
And guess who we are playing in March?
Argentina. Unless
no, let me bust your mind. See, we are so trash that Argentina are even thinking of cancelling the agreement. They want to find another team. I'm telling you, Argentina are looking to play. I think I need to find a team that they want to swap. They want to swap us with someone else.
Guy,
it's not Brazil, but
you see when you buy what you finish, the way the woman they take the last shit and spread them on the food for you. That be how Messi go. Yeah. Take these 9 goals.
Yo, we are falling off so bad.
So BlackStars take your matter and 9 goals.
If what you're saying is true, that Argentina is considering changing another team to play with, then that is not good for us because that means.
But you couldn't make it out of your group stages. Your keeper either has schizophrenia or somebody paid him.
Yes, because
your strikers can perform in Europe, but can't perform in your national flag.
But if we are to really try and dissect what happened with Ofori, I don't know if anybody can probably understand really why he touched the ball when it was going out. Do you think that maybe it was a reaction? Do you think that he...
Bro, to be very honest, I know I bashed Richard Ofori, but I watched the replay several times, right? And I noticed that the ball was actually going for a corner, because when the Mozambique player struck the ball, it hit the back of one of our players.
Yeah, but the referee didn't see it at that time.
No, but
it's not now that you have rewinded them. You rewind the thing like 30 times.
That's a fair argument, but also I noticed
in the heat of the game, 4 days later, in the heat of the game, the ref didn't know that. It would have gone to goal kick. We would have played the ball boom into the crowd somewhere. They would have whistled.
But
and we would have enjoyed ourselves.
I also noticed that, you know, when you are doing something, somebody shouts at you, you know, you panic.
That's why you are a professional. Imagine if a soldier is on the battlefield and somebody shouts, hey, and you shoot your own people. That's why you are a soldier.
You get some example.
That's why you are a professional. Imagine you are in hospital, they do surgery on your lower intestine. Somebody shouts for the one, hey, then the guy cut you. Somebody shouted somewhere. That's why you are the goalkeeper. Part of your goalkeeper is situational awareness. That every time you need to know where the ball is, where your defenders are, and what is happening. So if you, the goalkeeper, you are confused, then me at home, what should I do?
I think I agree with you.
You did war. Yeah. Some bed, some oppo, there's some place do. No, you kill your own people. That I was distracted.
Someone shouted.
Oh, Charlie. Abba. Oh, master the keeper there. Oh, no. Charlie. What is your job again?
I need to ask permission to go and use the washroom.
No. There's no. You go relate on air today.
Oh, Charlie.
Operation. Somebody ring tone for something and they cut you. What happened? I saw somebody get called. Oh,
the very the lead blood to your heart. They cut off.
You're already in a stadium with 20,000-30,000 people mixing
Screaming and shouting.
Yeah. What more do you want for distraction?
Let me remind you, Joe Menza. When we were playing World Cup at the
that's my guy.
South Africa, right? He say the Jabulanis make a lot of noise.
They talk about the Vuvuzela.
Because he couldn't concentrate.
He wants to play the game on mute. they should take the remote and mute the stadium for him so that he can concentrate and play ball.
Charlie.
Well, anyway,
put us in rice. They need to put us in rice.
Rice.
They should put the whole Ghana in rice.
And he can absorb the water.
The water is coming from everywhere.
I mean, people are asking for the complete dissolving of the whole technical team. But I don't know if that is going to be the solution in bringing people in, because sometimes maybe it's I don't know. Anyway,
let me ask you.
I know the answer. You are right.
People who were selected have been sacked. The people who did the selection are still opposed. Do you understand?
Yeah. And they'll select another team. Let me. Right? Is that what you mean?
The news I was sharing. This is from Oreko Ampofo.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's coming from a solid source. He says, as it stands, the plan for Argentina this March is 2 friendlies: China in Huangzhou on the 18th of March, Ghana in Beijing on the 26th of March. The AFA, which is Argentina's football association, are still negotiating with Uruguay to see if they could replace the Black Stars for the second game, per report from Argentina. So
they should replace.
Because we'll go and play that match with Argentina and spend $726 million on a friendly to go and lose. We'll spend more than Messi's whole career just to go and lose.
We need to be very serious, because the minister has not apologized.
Have you seen some before?
The GFA hasn't apologized.
No, GFA, I think they had put an apology. Or was an apology? No, it was just about the new committee being.
He said roadmap.
Yeah, roadmap.
It's just been the players.
Well, let me just go on GFA's Twitter handle. So I think you know what's it?
Ghana official.
Ghana official. That's GFA's handle.
Ghana official, Ghana football official or something.
Yeah, it's Ghana FA.
Ghana FA.
Ghana FA official.
Yeah, Ghana FA official. So let's go check out their pages. So 17 hours ago, it says GFA announces roadmap to hire next BlackStars coach and appoints 5-member search committee. It's a search for me. Prior to that, a day ago, no, it has nothing to do with the BlackStars. Scrolling down, nothing to do with the BlackStars. No BlackStars.
Absolutely nothing.
Kotoko, nothing.
Nothing.
We're still going down.
A shambolic display.
Yes. I even felt that with regards to the posts online, it can be the person at the back can always hide and post something. Nobody.
Bro, I tell you what, when you go to Ghana BlackStars, which is the official handle for the national team, the handle has not posted anything. No,
they are ashamed.
It's actually retweeting the apologies of the players.
No, but they are ashamed.
Yeah, so the players, I think the players have been instructed to share these personal apologies on their page, because I actually saw jordanayew replying, certain comments in there, but it might have been really hard for him to be doing that. I don't know what's part of the contract.
Some of the accounts are parody accounts. I noticed that some of them are parody accounts, like Dennis Odoye. There was a trending apology from Dennis Odoye, and he said, he had to play with an ACL.
So what?
An ACL injury. And then Jake, if you know what an ACL injury is, that's like a career-ending injury.
You should be in bed. If you had an ACL injury, you should have played for
Professor Odoye.
I've seen Majid Ashmeru's apology representing Ghana. It's a childhood dream. Okay. Joseph Painsil's own 2 sincere apologies. But so why are the individual players apologizing, and the body that manages the players is not apologizing?
The ministry.
You know why?
And the ministry
hasn't said anything.
Because the Black Stars is not a team; it's an assembly, and it is going in next year. This account is going to represent different players. So the people who are apologizing today might not be part of the squad tomorrow.
So we can scroll down. I don't know if it's
because of the fair couple.
Yes, because of the fair
so on screen now
this is the BlackStars official
the active live page of the BlackStars page, verified handle, and we are seeing a repost of the
players' apologies.
The players' apology, but the handler has not apologized. But let's scroll down to see the handler apologized.
Only posted the roadmap.
The roadmap. Jiku apologized. Ghana. Okay, so hold on.
This is when they announced the sacking of Chris.
They announced the sacking. That one was also reposted. Let's scroll down and see if we can find anything there.
You see the
full time. Wow. Oh wow!
Has really been on the
account. They don't care about us.
Wait, I'm in doubt. So let's still go down a little. Nothing.
It's just highlights of the match we played.
Wow.
Yeah, the last match we played against Mozambique. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nothing. The ministry hasn't come out to say, "Hey, we are sorry. We will do better." Or say, "Okay, you know what."
So basically, then in short, the ministry's apology is a search committee.
No, that is the GFA's apology.
Sorry, the GFA's apology is the search committee that has been put to let us know that something is being done about it. Exactly. About what?
About whom?
No, because first off, for you to solve a problem, there must be a problem.
You need to troubleshoot.
Yeah, there must be a problem to solve it.
Yes.
So if the handler, from
the GFA's point of view,
the problem is the
coaches
coach
are not,
up to task.
Yeah, basically. And under this GFA administration, we've had 4 coaches.
So let's go into what
so
goes.
They should know that it's
so
not
let's
the
go into. If you are to audit this, then let's go into what's the criteria in selecting a coach. Because then if so, is quiet. I'm afraid of what's going to come out of his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, the guy has got his hand on his mouth. It means if he removes his hand right now.
Producer, open the story, the what you call it, the committee setup story. It actually shows and tells you what exactly they are looking for in the next BlackStars coach. They're looking for, one of the things they're looking for is they need to have 15 years of coaching experience. They need to be able to work with young talent.
Well, what if you have lost for 15 years?
The one that blows my mind is disciplinarian.
Discipline who? At this age?
You see, which tells you that there's a discipline problem. And the reason why there's a discipline problem is because authority has not been established. Because the stars that we bring with the Fefe Kobo are more important and bigger superstars than the GFA, than the BlackStars, than the coach, than everything. So if you bring a superstar, who is making £200,000 a week, who is flying private jet, who Europeans are going crazy for, of course he's going to arrive with hubris and a big shoulder up in the air.
So you can't control him.
You can't control him
easily.
But what you are trying to do now, looking for a disciplinarian, a military coach, is going to destroy the stars, because now people are not going to want to come at all for some guy to be shouting at them.
When they are making more money.
When I'm making more money, and even when I'm making the more money and playing in Europe, they know they shout my top. Now I'm about Ghana. Then you come and take me to Kumasi, and then somebody be high me. My brother, well. You understand?
Okay,
like the whole thing is inside out. What has disciplinarian got to do with?
Okay,
all right. The roadmap search for the next big head coach of the Ghana BlackStars. This is the roadmap. The person who designed them nice. So the first one, week 1, it says search committee commence work, criteria and scorecard validation. That's week 1. I don't know. Please don't go too fast. Let's come down to the artwork.
No. Is it the website? If it's the website, please scroll up so that Jay will see the. No. Please go up.
I mean, go up. Yes.
Go up. Keep going up.
Yeah, let's go up. There
you go. That's
there it is.
No. Where the thing is itemized.
There it is. Now let's read from the search committee. Will be chaired by Vice President of GFA Mark Addo. I know, right? Now Mark Addo is a legal practitioner and a law lecturer. Okay, sorry, Ace Ankuma, and then Esquire, and will act as vice chairman of the search committee, and then the director of coaching education of GFA, Professor Joseph. Okay, goes on and on and on. Now let's go right down to the bulleted points.
They have 3 weeks to recommend the next BlackStars coach.
Yes, 3 weeks. Wow.
Yes.
They have 3 weeks to recommend the next BlackStars coach to the Executive Council for approval. So why isn't the EC going to do that job themselves? Why won't the EC add that role to their job to?
Maybe they want to.
So you find it.
They want to.
Then you present it to the EC. Then the EC will scrutinize it and then they will decide if it is okay or not.
Yes.
So basically, more like the search committee will just be doing the engaging.
They
because
are doing the scouting.
It sounds like people's shoulders are too high. So I'm quite No, that does it. I mean, if they have to get down to the trenches to do the job, then they have to do the job.
Yeah. Let me give you a background.
Okay.
Just a quick background
before we come back to the bullet points.
So there was some form of I want to use the right word, but between Otto Addo and Chris Hughton, right, there was a little bit of friction, okay, between the two appointments. Now, it is believed that Otto Addo was a GFA appointment.
Yeah.
All right, it was a GFA's choice, GFA's option, and that's why, the run to the Afcon 2024, 2023, Otto Addo was put in charge to help us with the qualifications after obviously CK Akono and Milovan Gaff, right? And then it's also believed that Chris Hughton was or is government appointment. This is coming from the office of the president.
Yes, because we saw Gabby's intervention.
Exactly.
You have to add that.
Yes.
And so there was a situation where they had to come to a consensus that, okay, Otto Addo will take us through the qualifications or the qualifiers, and then after that, Chris Hughton will take us to the tournament, right? Now, Otto Addo was already feeling the heat, from Ghanaians to some of the performances he had already put out. So he himself, when he was done, he said he was going to resign. Prior to that, as part of the agreement he had with the GFA, he said he was going to help qualify the team for the Afcon and then take his leave, because mind you, at the same time, he was still doing his work for Dortmund. Right, and Ghanaians were like, "Oh, you can't have a part-time coach, think of the national team and blah blah blah." So he was already feeling the heat.
Yeah.
So when he left, then it made way for government favorites, which is in this case Chris Hughton to come up. Yeah. So now Otto Addo has done his part; he's gone. Chris Hughton has also come; he has done his part; he didn't do well. Right. So now both the government and the GFA, if it was a match to be played, to be 0-0 or 1-1 draw, right?
So both have sort of, let me just say, for one of a better expression, failed.
Yes. They basically failed, because even with how we qualified to the Afcon, it was very shaky.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now the reason why I think that the GFA has set up this committee is because they don't want a situation where it would be like, okay, they presented a coach. Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as they are concerned,
so they did not present
the coach
for them to be apologizing to us.
So as far as I am concerned, from where I see it,
it's the government that needs to come and say sorry for interfering with your process
of hiring a coach
and hire the coach and enforce it on you to use the person. So
they're trying to exclude themselves.
So you go and apologize to the people and allow us now to set up a search committee and find the coach and show you how it's done.
Yes,
you didn't allow us to do our job.
That's how it looks like. So right now, they don't want to point fingers right now. Like,
but there's
government
a lot of
to point fingers.
In the words of Shaggy, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
You see the kind of chaskele they are playing with us.
Exactly.
So right now in the search committee,
the formation they are playing with this is better than what we.
So I'm sure during the games, all that was going on at the leadership level was Semikayen.
Yeah. And when you follow Papa Opoku of some passports, he made quite a number of revelations about how Chris Hughton was actually sacked after our first game against Cape Verde. The GFA actually terminated his contract right after our first game with Cape Verde in the Afcon, but for government intervention. And so there was a tweet that popped up from Gabi that said, Afcon is serious business and blah, blah, blah. I want to find that tweet and share. And that was when, the dots were connected. So if not for government intervention, we would have heard Chris Hughton was sacked right after the first game. So a call was made. Now listen, no, we need to let him finish the job he started. If there's anything, when you guys come back, then we talk about it. So that was how Chris Hughton stayed on longer. And that is why the game against Egypt, my man went full guns blazing, because they were like, you need to allow the coach to work.
Do you get it?
So now Chris Hughton gets the blessing of the government to effect changes and allow the players to play.
So maybe the
where
real
was actually sent
Chris
the players
we saw was the Egypt game.
Egypt game.
Yes, where we even now I'm cry. Okay, so we shake Egypt from the beginning. You know, I'm sure at the tail end the second half they called me again like,
because if you watch the Cape Verde game, we lost the game due to personal errors.
Yeah,
the players were supposed to have actually, buried their chances and stuff like that. They didn't do that. So when we lost the game, the GFA had their gotcha moment. Like, we told you he's not fit, he's not good, he's not. And government's like, nah, keep him there. We need him there. So Egypt comes, Chris Hughton shows up, and then tactical masterclass. He does whatever he has to do, and then obviously we are not able to win. We're like, okay, cool, let's wait to be finished, and then Mozambique happens, and then we are back home. So the search committee right now is just an ad hoc display of the GFA saying that, you know what, we are not even going to be involved in the search. We are going to find a group of people to come together, and they will use their wisdom, their experience, and their expertise to present us a coach, and then we'll bring it to. Okay,
let's go through the people again. Can we put a list that the same screen back on the web back on the screen again? Let's go. The search committee will be chaired by Vice President of GFA. That's fine, Mark Addo, because we need a representation of GFA on that team. Legal practitioner and law lecturer is Ankoma. I want to understand. I want to see what will be his background with regards to, or that will be to look at the legal conversations of.
Maybe I'm not too sure why he's on.
Maybe the rules of engagement.
Because
I remember when the normalization committee happened. Is Ankoma part of it? Zero?
Okay, I don't.
And no, it's fine. I mean, you need a lawyer on there to guide the conversation. Makes a lot of sense. Now, the director of coaching education at GFA, Cyril, please can you help me out with Professor Joseph Kwame Mensah?
I honestly don't know what the assembly of these individuals aims to achieve, because we've had similar assemblies that were tasked to find a good enough coach.
Yeah, that was the normalization.
After their toil and work, then government decided to put his finger in the middle of the pie.
So wait. Okay.
This might be a smoke screen. That's first. This might be a few good names to make it look like we are going to get Jesus Christ of coaches. But lastly, the real work is being done off a background somewhere, and a name will pop up. Yeah. So as to the roles that these individuals are going to play on this committee, it's not been shared, which already is suspect. Because if I say I'm going somewhere and I call a mechanic, and I call a plumber, and I call a mason, I'm going to build a house. You get what I'm saying?
It's obvious.
It's obvious. But if we have to question what this person is doing, what this person is doing, that's the red flag.
Has anybody asked or wondered why Abedi Pele has never really been involved in some of these things?
He's busy with his children.
Maybe he's coaching
positively or positively. Positively or positively?
Positively. Abedi, the man came to pick his children from the airport.
Abedi is actually
the GFA didn't pick the children.
Jordan's football manager in terms of in football.
That was right. I didn't
conflict of interest. He doesn't want to deal with the whole
everybody else.
Yeah. No, he has two budding players that are pretty great. And
do you guys think that they should set up what do you call these committees that look into people came to confess and what do you call
public
that?
Accounts committee.
Yeah, public accounts committee.
They've done that before
for the BlackStars.
The Jamafe commission
for the BlackStars. Yes, and let the players come and say things on their chest.
When we flew the
Osio just come and cure it there.
Did we not? I think when we that whole Brazil gaff,
the whole world, they did that.
We did it. In fact, there's a white paper that actually stated or addressed some of these things that we are seeing today, even with the supporters union and how we pay huge sums or lump sums of money to take. Franco did a breakdown of the monies we are going to spend if we had qualified, and we are looking at an excess of $600,000.
Wow,
$600,000. That is including, the bonuses that the players are going to get, the supporters union, their monies, how much the technical staff and the technical team were good. Bro, we were in this country when we went to the World Cup, and each technical team member took $100,000. This is like 10.
Do you want to know a fun fact? Some of those members are on your committee.
Look at that. Look at that.
Lulu.
Look at that. I am absolutely behooved.
Elon Musk will find a way to bring life to Mars before we get the proper BlackStars back.
Elon Musk has to do what?
By the time we get proper BlackStars, the way we want it, not Elon Musk, we see 2-bedroom bungalow or Mars.
It's crazy, and bro, you see, on the back of this, you have your cold football suffering, and you know what? Let me bust your mind.
No, suffering there. The thing has to be alive to suffer, brother.
The Black Queens,
yeah,
the Black Queens who have just qualified for the next World Cup, Women's World Cup, right, are still being owed monies.
Jesus.
From the last time.
The under 17 and under 23, what do you call it? Black Satellites and Black Starlets are still being owed money. And very soon we are going to be hosting all African games.
Who audits?
Who audits?
Do you know which national team went to the World Cup first? The Black Queens.
Yes.
The Black Queens were the first international full qualification to go and participate on the global level, not the BlackStars. And they have been one of the most abused and relegated teams.
Wait, which country? I mean, back to my auditing question. Is our governments allowed to use their, state powers to audit?
Yeah.
But they need to do it in tandem with FIFA.
With FIFA. They need to. They just like
FIFA is the government of football.
Yeah.
So even if the government of Ghana wants to spank the GFA,
they need to do.
They have to call FIFA and say, "Our guys, they misbehave. We want to spank them." And FIFA also will supervise the spanking.
Guys, I have a question. So in all the things that they are doing, right? If they don't find a coach, what happens?
I'm not. That's a very good question. I'm not too sure. I've never seen.
How would they not find a coach?
They will find a caretaker. They will definitely find it. They will definitely find.
They'll find somebody to stand there. Did you not just tell me that the guy who played Egypt and played Mozambique was most likely fired at Cape Verde, but he stood there.
Yeah, after Cape Verde. Yeah.
So finding a new guy to stand there for salary.
Just someone to stand there.
They go find them.
No, but void of the expertise they've listed.
They'll find someone. They'll find a caretaker.
The problem, my red flag here is not we've come from this shameful showing and then we say, how do we fix everything that's wrong with Ghana football?
Right.
That's not what we are talking about. We've jumped to knee-jerk reaction of how can we find a coach? It's like saying that how can we find a driver? But your tires are not good. The last time you changed engine oil was years ago. Your gearbox is in shambles. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There are critical problems with the machine, but we keep changing the operator. And if you give a good coach a rusty team, what?
Okay, so can we put the criteria or whichever one it is?
If you take Lewis Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton, and you give him a boboya.
Let me read this. It says a detailed job description for the head coach position of the BlackStars will be published soon. However, an abbreviated version of the criteria for selection of the next head coach are as follows. Number 1,
let's go.
The potential head coach should have proven winner in coaching top men's national club or team or club football. So hold on. Prior to this,
we didn't know this.
Wasn't this supposed to be
common sense? Yes. Yes, it was supposed to be.
Okay,
because
so
I
now
don't know why we would look for an amateur.
So let's just stay on the first point. We can get off the screen now. We'll come back to it. Let's look at Chris Hughton's
track record.
He's not proven.
And let's see if Chris Hughton's track record fits because if so, we can say that 42 years of the last Afcon that we won, nobody thought about it this way. And I'm coming from the layman's point of view because I'm not a technical person to understand the details of how it's done.
Let me pull the stats for you.
But I'm very sure that it's been we've done this over and over again for the past 40-something years, and I don't think it should be a new thing to us on how we appoint. And I know coaches always fail. Teams, and we've seen they always get sacked. It's something that is common knowledge. But you are in the quest to try and make yours better. So in the processes that you go through to hire the next one and the next one and the next one, you just want to make sure that you do it rightly. Let's check Mr. Chris Hughton's track record.
I put the link on in our group so you guys can just cross check. So Hughton's managerial career, he started as Tottenham Hotspur's under 18 manager, and then he became manager for the Tottenham reserves. Then he became Tottenham's assistant manager. Then he became Ireland's assistant manager. This was in 2003 to 2005. Then he became Newcastle's assistant manager between 2008-2009. Then he became Newcastle's caretaker manager between 2008 to September 5, 2008 to September 25, 2008. Then he still maintained his caretaker manager roles between February 2009 to April 1, 2009. Then in 2009, July 1st, he became Newcastle's manager. All right. And then he became Birmingham's June 1st. He became Newcastle manager. Then on June 22nd, 2011, he became manager for Birmingham.
Now, can you pause a bit? Looking at his percentage win, his best performance has been 55.7%. Now, excuse me. If I was a school teacher and somebody's best performance was 55.7%, and I needed to send them to National Maths and Science quiz.
Question is, will you send the person to National Maths and Science?
Because he played for his best performance, 55.1, was with Newcastle from June 09 to December. That 1 year, they played 70 matches.
He won 39.
He won 39. Yeah. He drew 17. He lost 14. Not horrible, but it's up to 55.7%. You know, and he's been around there 55, 50, 40. So in all, his average percentage performance, he's played 512 games in his coaching managerial career.
Yes.
From 1997 to 2020 till Ghana, including yesterday's Afcon. From 1997 till this, he's played a total of 512. He's managed over a total of 512 matches, where he's only been able to win 199. So on average to all his managerial stats, he's only performed 38.8%.
Jesus.
That's a D-. If he slip his leg, you fall to F. Least mistake. He's standing on the edge of the F like this. If somebody cough, like the way the keeper said he was distracted. If somebody distract him right now, you fall into F. And this was the Messiah we brought. The stats is
how much are we paying him?
I beg you, don't go there. I'll leave the place. I'll leave the show.
Oh no, no. You see, just so that maybe we, the fans and the followers and the regular citizens like ourselves, are not too sure of how these things are done. So we need to. So because we're on the first point too, they said we need to find somebody who has something national winnings, club winnings, and So let's see how much.
This is according to. This is according to ghanasoccer.net.
Yes.
So ghanasoccernet.com.
Yes.
He was actually one of the highest paid managers at the Afcon.
Irishman.
$50,000 a month.
$50,000 a month.
Yes.
Into cities, please.
Kudos day.
$50,000 a month.
A month.
So
600,000 cedis.
How much?
600,000 cedis.
Wow.
Oh, per the current exchange rate, it's at 12
cedis. Has it gone up?
Wow. Let me take you through the salaries of the other coaches, right?
Yes.
Hello, Monica.
The coach for Cameroon, which is in this case Rigobert Song, he earns around $30,000 a month. Nigeria's manager, Jose Pizarro, his paycheck dropped from $70,000 to $50,000. I said, Nigeria and Ghana, we are just twins. $70,000 to $50,000 after a contract extension in September. Morocco's manager, who has also resigned, was earning $60,000 a month. And then the Ivory Coast manager, the one resigned.
How much did they collect?
$108,000
every month.
A month.
He's collecting salary for 4 people.
That's why I say that.
The Egyptian coach, Real Victoria, is taking $200,000 a month. Algeria's coach, who also has resigned, was earning $208,000
Jesus
a month.
Hey.
Wow. How much is a coaching license?
My heart. You won't go take some.
You want coach? I get team. I can't pay you that much, but we can work together. We can go one day.
I want to see how much Mauritania and Cape Verde coaches.
Yes, the teams that beat us.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's look at the teams that beat us. We have time. Let's look at the teams that beat us.
They are paying them more.
The managerial history of their coaches. Forget about the money. I'm more concerned about what accolades and performance do those coaches have.
So let's find the coaches that were.
Let's start with Comoros.
Bro, do you know that the coach
behind why you talk to me?
The coach behind Comoros' win against BlackStars is the same coach behind Mauritania.
Bosu, I want their history. Can we put the Chris Hughton's managerial stats on the screen?
Let me see if I can.
I've shared it. You know I'll share it.
Let's go into that. Please, we are still on the first point. We have 15 minutes to go. We have to have a move there.
While Olele digs for Comoros and the other coaches.
Yeah, we need to check this. We are doing our own small internal audits of the BlackStars, the Ghana Football Association's processes that have been put out publicly. We're only going through to understand exactly what goes into selecting a coach. However, these 5 drafts have been shared for the public to use to understand the direction for the selection of the new coach, which has been put together by the search committee. So we want to understand. Now, bear in mind that this is not a sports show, but we just need to understand.
It's a national issue. We wore Jesse, my brother. We wore Jesse for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Held a viewing party and spent money.
Yes.
Invited people to come and support their patriotism. So it's a national issue. It's not a football issue.
We have to hold them accountable for it. It's a national issue.
It's a national issue.
Managerial stats for this is for who?
Mr. Hughton.
Let's go through it. So wins. The percentage of wins at the end of the day comes to 38.87%. So
out of a total of 500 matches that he's overseen.
He's won. He's lost to the total that he's lost 169.
Yes.
Games.
Yes.
He's drawn 144. He's won 199. So basically, the difference between the win and the losses is just
they turned one of the numbers up. The 6 and the 9. They turned it so that
and the overall number of games played is 512. But this is not good,
bro. If you look at, forget about the total average, right?
Yes.
He played 70. He won only 39. That's barely half.
Yeah.
He played 60. He won 26. That's barely half. He played 82. He won 24. Horrible. Yeah. He played 215 for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah.
And won only 80. Not even half. In Nottingham Forest, they played 53. Only 14 were wins. Not Ghana is there. He played 13. He won 4.
Drew 5 and lost 4.
So if you go to the mechanic shop and there are still cars parked there.
Jesus. All right, please come back. So as Olele is researching on that point for us, let's go back to the screen that gives us the criteria for the selection of the new coach for the BlackStars. So now we've clearly seen that. We've clearly seen that for, I don't know about the past points or criteria that was used in selection of Coach Hughton, but clearly number 1, they wouldn't have fit in any way. Number 2, must have a football philosophy that aligns or complements our DNA. In reference to GFA's DNA or Ghana's DNA, I have to understand now. It wasn't.
It must be GFA DNA.
Must have a football philosophy that aligns and complements our DNA. Must hold the highest football license in the world with over 15 years of coaching experience. That one, anybody can hold it.
Wait, sorry, guys. What's the highest football license? I don't know what that is.
Maybe it's
Coach B or Coach A. I'm sure we'll check it out for you.
one of those things.
What's that?
Hello, Monica.
Can you come over? Some love and do now.
It's tuna, please.
It's not Duna.
It's tuna.
It's not Duna.
It's tuna.
I could have sworn on my last breath. Tuna ahead.
Because usually that's what happens.
It's tuna.
The second one.
Remix.
There's a D and there's a T.
And there's tuna and then there's Duna.
It says, come over, don't send me your.
But it's there, it's in there.
But it say, hello, Monica.
No, the first one is a T, the second one is a D.
Hey, I thought it was this thing.
No.
What is the highest coaching license you can get? Pro license.
FIFA Pro.
Yeah,
So that'll be from FIFA.
Okay. I'm sure he holds it. Let's go back to the last point on the criteria. But the DNA bit, I still don't get where it was alliance with. If the DNA of Ghanaian football or Ghana Football Association, proven track record in team reconstruction. I think this last point was done because of this situation. Organization and development of young talent. So, do you think that this is feedback from the fact that after 41 years, this is feedback from the fact that we have to now start finding and identifying homegrown talents and grooming them?
Yes, basically going back to our coach football.
Yes.
Or juvenile football.
And then proven disciplinarian, tactician, and leadership skills. You see, it looks so easy written here, but I don't know if there'll still be influence from certain quarters to still manipulate the coach and what, because this statement clearly we've heard it several times from football fanatics who have always said that people within the association have got their own, but isn't that conflict of interest?
That is exactly what it is.
Isn't that conflict of interest as you are a staff of the football association and you have teams and players you manage, whether directly or indirectly? I mean, that's
exactly what it is.
It's a big conflict of interest.
That's exactly what it is.
And because of that, how will coaches be able to work freely to select people that they think are right for the team?
And many people don't understand the science behind the influence and the interferences. So what happens is, anytime the BlackStars or anytime the national football team, men's football team, take on such tournaments, whether it's the Afcon or it's the World Cup, right? The reason why you see such interferences and such influences that that's an opportunity for the players to outdoor themselves for better European deals, or because you have scouts. Like, for example, there are some fantastic, excellent players that have been spotted already or have been identified during this Afcon. I'm not saying that they're only using just the Afcon to pick the players, but it starts the conversation. So it helps if you are a player agent. It helps in your negotiation that the number of caps that you've completed, the number of appearances you made in your national team, and some of them they even use you're a first 11 player in your national team, and so you deserve a better offer, a better negotiation. So, and that is where the conflict of interest is, because at this point in time, if indeed you are influencing the selections, you are not just influencing the selections to the detriment of the team, but also on the other hand is to the benefits of the individual. So how
can we check the stats of the Cape Verde coach? I don't know who is the current captain of head coach of Cape Verde, and his stats.
For some reason, I'm not able to find the salaries, but it looks like the teams with the lowest salaries in the Afcon have been listed to be. Just give me a second, please.
So there's this man called Bubista. I don't know if he's the one. He's called Bubista. Let's find more about Bubista.
Okay, so Cape Verde, Mozambique, Namibia, and Mauritania have the lowest paid coaches among all the 24 nations at the Afcon 2023. Their salaries are between $9,000 to $10,000 a month.
$9,000
to $10,000 a month.
Less of what we were.
Oh, way less. We were paying our coach $50,000. These ones are getting between $9,000 to $10,000, and that is Cape Verde, Mozambique, Namibia, and guess what? All of these names I mentioned have qualified to the round of 60.
Yes.
Pay less and get more.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Please let's go back to the GFA website where it was published and scroll down to the processes that were have been
so Conde is the Mozambique coach, right?
Yeah.
Now his stats. Oh Jesus, where is it? Let me get the detailed expansion. I can't share it, unfortunately. It's on transfermarket.com. But he's been in charge of the Mozambican side for 918 days consecutively. He's played 23 matches with the side. He's won 6, he's drawn 6, and he's lost 11. So obviously, he's not the best coach, right?
Yeah.
With a pool of 56 different players that he's used. Now the guy has played 23. Out of the 23, they've only won 6. What's the maths on that? 17.
Yes.
So 17 have either been drawn. So that's a failure.
Failure, absolute.
And that guy beat us.
Colossal.
And they beat us.
Colossal. I tell you what, the fun fact about
Can we close?
The fun fact about the Mauritanian coach. The Mauritanian was it? The Mozambique. Okay, so the Mauritanian coach, right? He was the same coach that actually beat us in 2022 Afcon or Afcon 2022, our final game against Comoros. He was the same coach that beat us 3-2. All right, and he has now guided Mauritania to the round of 16 of the Afcon, whilst we continue our
wild
consistent
theory,
exit from the group stage.
I have this wild theory. Wow.
I am behooved.
Yeah, I have this wild theory that maybe it's not about the coach. Yeah. Maybe the reason why these underdogs are whooping the BlackStars is because the teams have more cohesion, because the teams are actually teams.
Yeah, they play together.
They play together.
Yeah, for a very long time.
So good or bad, they are ready to die and make a statement.
Let me share something with you about Mauritania, right? And this is from Sadiq Adams. He says, Mauritania, a country largely covered by deserts, and 18 years, that is between 1995 to 2003, they've never won a single football match. In 2010, they withdrew from Afcon qualifiers due to financial crisis. By 2011, they were ranked at 207 by FIFA, practically the poorest football country in the world. At that time, we were known as a football nation. The BlackStars was known in 2011. We were known as a football nation, a football nation. Then in 2011, their federation voted Ahmed Yahya as FA president. Are you guys following? Because I want to make a connection here. What did he do? He restructured the league. He set up youth teams. He got the country's biggest telecom to sponsor the league, and then the player salaries were fixed. That was his first thing. Okay. So by 2014, they had won their first away game in history by beating Liberia. Now they used their 10 million euros from the FIFA Gold Project funds and renovated their national stadium.
Wow.
Then they built an ultra-modern headquarters. He didn't end there. He built a training complex with hotel rooms and TV/radio studio. Then he camped the under-15 team in the complex and started a youth development program. Now on his tour in Africa, which is of course FIFA President Infantino, he praised Mauritania as one of the few African countries with proper accountability of the FIFA funds. By 2019, they qualified for their first Afcon. In 2021, they qualified for their second Afcon, and the squad included some of the youth players that were developed from 2015.
This is which team?
Mauritania.
Okay.
A team that was nowhere to be found.
Let me plug in. So Cape Verde's coach is the same coach that his coaching career, following his playing career, Bobista managed domestic Cape Verdean clubs, local clubs. He managed 4 clubs between 2012
local
clubs between 2012 and 2019. Grew a squad and improved these local clubs to the point where he was given the national team, where he then went ahead to recruit from the local clubs that he had.
So then this means that we have to hold on with the search committee.
That is what we are saying.
If the next BlackStars
and go off football for 5 years,
we need to shut it down. Like we need to shut the whole thing.
This is my premise and challenge to the GFA. If 90% of the next BlackStars squad is not Hearts, Kotoko, Olympics, King Faisal, it's still a failure.
Yeah.
If we cannot get the boys who shut down Accra Sports Stadium, Massive Sports Stadium, to bring that national pride, that local champion vibe, and send our local warriors
because
out into the world.
Hungry.
Look at the way Idris wanted to fight because they almost broke his leg.
That's a Nima.
Because the moment the fight, the guys,
that's a Nima.
The moment the guy stamped on him, it was about West Ham. It wasn't about BlackStars anymore. It was about my leg.
No, but he's got to feed the family, bro.
my $50,000 leg.
The leg, you understand?
He's got to feed the family, bro.
If whatever criteria and looking for coaches and all those things, nice administrative stuff they put on the website, great. But if 90% of our black stars in the next 3 years
it's not coming from
the local scene, then the failure is still in progress.
That means that the cycle is as follows. Play local league, fly out of the country to play foreign league, and
we'll beg you back.
Then the system is flawed.
We'll beg you back. And just to put the Mauritanian FA president and his works and what he's done to become one of the favorite, head coaches for FIFA or for Infantino, the same year they access their funds to do all these developments is the same year Ghana also started. In fact, Ghana actually started accessing those same funds years before Mauritania. In fact, Ghana has received more of that FIFA Gold Project stroke FIFA forward money than Mauritania have. And these guys have been coming all the way from 2011. We are no longer a football nation. We are at best a dance challenge nation.
Thanks to guy, what's his name? Dance God.
Bro, that's the only thing. Bro, in fact, the only thing working in this country right now is our national anthem. That's the only thing working because, bro, did you not see Richard Ofori when we were playing that?
He sang from his chest,
bro.
Charlie. Asamoah posted a video on his page
of him holding back the
rock. A monster, a rock monster, preventing a huge boulder, a rock from smashing a town. And the rock monster was holding the boulder and preventing it from crashing the town. And then the town folks
pull out their guns
because they didn't see what the rock monster was preventing. Started throwing smaller stones and shooting the back of the rock monster. And then the rock monster turned and said, now who shooting me? Me.
That is it.
That we've got. That's the video, so we can play it back so that you can have a view of it. So see, the rock monster preventing it, and then small touch the town's church, and then they broke, and then they were angry, and they were throwing things. They said, "Ow, sir, oh," and then munji mubo, sir.
But Jay, I have an interesting theory. Why is it that
he didn't say much?
Why is it that he didn't roll the boulder away from there and put it in the sea? Why did he allow it to roll in that direction?
No, sometimes your help, your help, you don't want to even help.
Because how long was he going to hold on to that for?
Oh, say no, but yeah, you're coming to do something.
For the record and point of correction, yes. From a very reliable source, apparently the statement is, I want to place on record that Chris Hughton was not on $50,000 as espoused on the show. His salary was nowhere near that amount. Unfortunately, I don't have his permission to put out the figure, but it wasn't up to $50,000.
That means someone is not telling us the truth.
Yes, because that's what. So I also replied saying that's what's out there in the world.
That's what's out there. That's what's out there in the world. It's been captured by all the verified football.
And you need to understand
that I don't like putting my salary out there.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's either he was not paid the amount that was proposed, because we've had conversations or we've had stories about how coaches are owed monies, right? In terms of what they've been agreed to pay. So it's either that is happening, or maybe they put the $50,000 there as a small screen to have their own inner dealings going on.
But what is Asamoah trying to say in that video? Because he
is trying to say, but did you see the text?
Maybe he's telling us to go and watch.
You have until you lose, no?
No. Maybe he's telling us to go and watch the movie.
He's doing promo.
Yeah, maybe he's in the video. We don't know the full. Yes,
baby, you had about 5 to 10 seconds to roll the boulder out of the way.
But we didn't allow him to finish. That's the problem. This one, I've seen Sadiq Adams. I see people directing me to Sadiq Adams' tweet and his post on social media asking the president with all due respect, dissolve the committee that is to search for a new BlackStars coach. The next coach will be paid thousands of dollars with our taxes. He writes, says, respectively act as a leader who cares about the image of the country. Football is one of the biggest tourism avenues. He says, instruct your Minister of Sports to instruct the GFA to issue an apology to the entire nation and fans for the embarrassment. hold on with the search and get a caretaker manager for the team. Demand an emergency technical and management report and budget of the Afcon and get neutral experts, he writes, to properly investigate and appreciate all the ills of the campaign. It goes on to say, be a leader, do not encourage mediocrity, and be rewarding incompetence. That has never been the Ghanaian standard. Your reign has characterized 2 successive most disastrous Afcon campaigns in our entire history, he writes. Dissolve, in caps, the sham of a committee before they even start the walk.
This is what Sadiq Bamba has to say about the committee. He says, Cyril, mind you, this isn't the first time these guys were assembled to find a coach for the national team. They were the same set that brought Milo back after he hasn't been actively coaching for 2 years. You see, anything you are doing, people are watching. And people are investing money.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
People are what, Mr. Neng?
He said, you said people are investing.
People are investing money and love and everything in this. So it's not just about leave us to do our job. We left you to do your jobs.
You're not doing it.
We are not satisfied with the service. Unless you want to go and play and cheer and love the Blackstars alone. But the grandmother and grandfather in my village also get the jersey and wear and sit in front of their TV and invest.
Emotional investment. Financial investment.
We've seen people cry. We've seen people fight.
People have lost their lives.
Fans went to mash up the bus. People were there and said, we want to talk to the coach and the team for 5 minutes. At Cote d'Ivoire, if we had allowed them to go and talk to them, it would have been a different issue. So you can see the kind of anger, rage that,
especially when the economy is in, it's not the best.
Yes, you understand. So football is not for football people. Football is for Ghana. That's why we are a footballing nation.
No, we are not.
So if you separate football from Ghanaians, if you separate football from Ghanaians and say football is for, we should leave football people to take care of football. It's not it.
Tonight, watch Game On.
Put your fire extinguisher next to your TV.
Nana K says that we'll be getting a call very soon. Because tonight he's coming with heat. Don't miss out on that. It's been a great one. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves as well. And please, our hearts to Moesha's family as well and herself. Get well soon, sister. We love you. And we're back to on Monday. All right? We out.